everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Panthers going up against the Dolphins. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, it's the newest facility in the NFL, and it is a beauty as we come to you from U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Carolina Panthers and the Miami Dolphins. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And a very capable offensive unit here. One of the headliners, Jordan Cameron.
He's listed as a tight end, but he's at his best when he flexes away from the line of scrimmage and runs routes like a receiver.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes for being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
Here we go now.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now they try the right side here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. The play clock's running down. He'll drop to throw. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
Startulele is a former first-round pick who's starting to round into form, becoming one of the better run stoppers in the league.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Dolphins. 30 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. 23 yards on the play. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. He'll go with the keeper. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Keith Marshall taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. And this will be good. Off the right upright, but he got a favorable bounce, and he gets it to go. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. On first down, Newton surveying the field. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Looking to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. So on now is the Miami punter, Matt Darr, to kick this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Stays on his feet. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they're able to get this one across the 35. All week in practice, they stressed grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. That means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game.
When we look at this unit like we are now, Greg Olsen has become such a reliable target in this league.
Loves to be considered the #1 option in the passing game in the offense he plays, and he lives up to it. Knows the defense is set for him, knows how to beat them.
A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards on the ground. He's been reliable all year, and he continues that reliability here on the biggest stage.
And when we were in a production meeting with the offensive coordinator, didn't he kind of mention, maybe even smile about the idea of running the football? It's worked well for them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And a look at the starters for the Miami defense. Whenever we talk about Zach Brown, the first thing that comes to mind is speed. He can absolutely fly at the linebacker position. They'll try the air now with Newton. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got.
but it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds, because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll run it now out of the gun, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there, taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up.
2nd down following the run. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big...
And got his man complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. 10
yards still left on 2nd down. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and it brings up 4th down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. 9 yards to go. It's 3rd down. 5 wides in the game. 4 of them to the right side. Here's Newton. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one's incomplete. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down. And they'll run it here. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll look to throw. He's going to go for it. And that's caught inside the 30. And give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We'll come back to Super Bowl 52 after this. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this... Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Dorial Green-Beckham high in the air to bring it in. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session, will
No,
he?
he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. To throw is Newton. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now Newton on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
From the red zone now, Newton. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Their big-bodied receiver. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So on 4th down, the Dolphins will ask Matt Darr to kick it away.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Carolina getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Newton. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Got a little handsy there, defensive holding, Charles.
And defenders will get away with as much as you will allow. The 5-yard mark tells the officials where the line should be drawn.
Newton on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively.
And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now they'll run it on the taunts. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Well, this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I think what we've witnessed here in this game is some really good defensive strategy trying to take away Greg Olsen from Cam Newton.
Yeah, I mean, when they connect for the first time in the third quarter, that's an issue for the Panthers.
Now they've got to connect a lot because their team is losing. They're going to try and get back in it right now.
Fresh set of downs here. Now a first down throw for Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
And he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. 2nd and 10, Newton again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
So much for halftime adjustments by the defense because you know they had to talk about it. The entire first half, they struggled to contain him. And here he is coming out in the second half and establishing the same tone. Still running the football with authority, still gaining big yardage. So I just figure on the offensive side, they said there is no adjustment. Until they slow us down, keep going at them, keep handing them the football.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. In motion right is Benjamin. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just run a ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Newton. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he's brought down. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. They'll send one of those two tight ends in motion. From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Dorial Green-Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks, a battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Back now here on EA Sports. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. To throw on second down is Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Looked like he had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And the offense facing a 3rd and 6. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. To throw is Newton. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. There's the Panthers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's Newton now on second down. And Olsen over the middle. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now Newton on first down. And caught left side, Olsen. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll be a Carolina first.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On first down, it's Newton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a pickup of 19. And that leads to a Carolina first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 3, second down.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And the 2015 first-round pick, Malcolm Brown, brings him down. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down at 8. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
I tell you, the life of a kicker He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and got some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough. Most players will tell you that night games, while they can be fun, they're really hard to prepare for because you wake up on game day and all you want to do is get to the stadium and let's get going. But you got to bank that fire a little bit and hold it until the evening. It's almost like a Broadway premiere. Got to wait until the nighttime to go out there in front of the bright lights. And boy, has he harnessed himself really well, and now he's unleashing it on the opponents.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Tie game late, and the offense really has to be conscious of the clock here as it's becoming a factor late in this ball game. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
Now Newton. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. And he's able to put it through. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week. And
a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll go on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. See if they stay on the ground for second down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. That's it. It's all over. And the Carolina Panthers are your Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs. You see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them. A fantastic season.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.